So some good snacking. Uh-oh, out of snacks. Mr. Felix is becoming much more at home, hanging out in the backyard with me. We chill often. Yeah, he's just hanging out, eating on some snacks. What's up, man? And over here, got the front end kind of done, so then I could really figure out where the back end needed to be. So I decided, let's just get that finished up. Yeah, so now the front end, track bars are on, leaf springs are on, fully located, all good, all squared up, everything's measured, good to go, tacked in, everything's actually staying put really nice. I went ahead and braced it up and was bouncing on it, and it's real good. And the rails are looking awesome. Decided to come back here, and yeah, went ahead and got everybody pushed back in, so sorry about that. But yeah, let me just go ahead and show you guys kind of the process getting to this far, and then we'll kind of talk about what's going on here next. Because we got a couple more things back here we still got to kind of tie in to keep everything square and happy, so our chain goes nice and straight. The chain can't be moving around. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah. Okay, so now that you guys can see we got everything built and located back here, it's working great too, so I'm liking that. And the reason why I did the triangulation on the shocks, I was still possibly thinking we needed a panhard bar. The panhard bar usually helps locate the rear end so it's not moving from side to side. You know, the chassis stays straight. You don't want the rear end moving, or the opposite. You don't want the frame moving side to side in the wheelbase. And the shocks are holding it. If we do the panhard bar, and now that I had this middle bar, I can come down like that, possibly with the panhard bar, and tuck it in there. So we'll see. I was kind of waiting to do this to be able to get this done, just to see what I was going to do here. But we may still need this, because if the shocks push this way, it'll slide over, and you know, in the frame will slide over. Same thing, if the shocks push this way, it'll slide over this way a little bit. But it does angle side to side, you know, when there's load on this side. You know, I was pressing more on one side than the other, and it was leaning, so it may stay centered with the shocks like that. But if not, we'll add this in here too, because we can just add one more mount and be good. So that's good. And I'm thinking that is going to be able to handle all the rear end, or all the horsepower we ever send to that thing. It's going to be good. So now we can finish the front, which I was kind of slightly neglecting there, but now we're 100% good. My radius rods are all tied in. That's all good. Pivots back here. This is my new steering rack. It's a rack and pinion that is going to go, I'm going to have mounts that'll come off of here and come out. It's going to go right about there. So it'll be able to come over here and steer the spindle when I get the spindle. And I haven't trimmed these off yet, so these will still get trimmed off at the proper length. And I may still move my radius rods in a little bit if I have to. I can still pinch those in. They're just tacked on there, so that's okay. So the rack rod comes back here. If you guys can see, right there is where my steering rack is going to be. And if you see here, my piece of really nice handlebar tubing that slides over my steering shaft, that way I can weld this piece on, and this piece will still pivot, so we can have steering. One of these pivots is going to get welded in down there, so that rod pivots. Then it's going to come up here like this, and then come to the steering wheel, which is going to be about right here, that wheel. And there will be a pivot up here that has ball bearings in it. Those ball bearings right there will be the ball bearings for the steering shaft, and that's going to get lined up right about there. And then, you know, once we get all this figured out, then we can assemble all that and get our seat mount going. And this is I'm thinking this is going to be my floor pan. It's a nice piece of stainless mesh of some sort that is really nice, that I kind of really like. So we're going to possibly do some mounts like that. That'll be my floor pan for my feet. You know, and then back here will be the wheelbarrow tub and the seat. The seat is possibly going to go in the wheelbarrow tub just so I can be comfy. Yeah. And I'm waiting on my spindles and my front wheels to get here. I can't wait for those to get here just so I can see everything, because oh, it's looking so good, especially with that rear end all tied in now. Oh, I'm loving it, guys. I hope you guys like it too. Hope you guys are like watching this build. It's making me just almost a bit overjoyed, because I've wanted this for so long and I never did it. It's halfway done now. Yes! But also too, I got this cool little tank that I think is an old air tank that may end up going up here on the front as my jug. So I may do the jug up here, do the steering rack, maybe try and hide the steering rack with my jug, so, you know, it just got that good old school look. And like I said at the end of the other video, I want this thing to have a little bit of rake. As you see, I got the front end pitched up now, so the springs on the bottom, radius rods on the top, so the axle is sitting nice and high, and the back end is kind of low. So, you know, low towards the frames. We're going to have that rake. Yeah. Heck yeah, guys. I'm stoked. We're going to be doing burnouts here very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. as I would say, way more to come because I'm just waiting on parts to get here. I'm stuck in the WAP. Need me a sticker. The WAP, stuck, waiting on parts. So yeah, next video will be coming here soon. Yeah. We're going to get the rest assembled, get it fired up. I want to make some noise, do a burnout. Let's ride.